Alright, so certain things just are not ideal. For example, in some areas, the settling is such that I can't fit in 2x8s, which were what was originally put in there. And so I have to use 2x6s and then basically shim it to get it in there. And so yeah, not ideal, but you know, it's just a matter of making sure that I have proper support for a floor joist that's 2x6 instead of 2x8. Also, that post that I just put up in the previous video, I repositioned it because I realized I didn't have to replace the exact position of the posting that was there because it wasn't that severely rotted, so I just put alongside it. And I'll show you. So that's from the previous video. And basically I was gonna put it there and just replace this one, but I decided to just lift it and basically have it directly underneath, right alongside. So that's the position. You really just want, you know, the support of these posts, you know, directly underneath if you can. Kind of use the new plank as a boat, just sliding it with all the stuff I need. Of course, got my shims. This is not easy stuff. This is, I dare to say, perhaps some of the hardest work that there is with home repair. Depending. Sometimes it's easy. Sometimes it's hard. Alright. Going down there. Okay. This stuff. Alrighty. Now I gotta crawl in there. There we go. Alright, so I got my fresh pressure treated lumber up here. And like I said, this is a 2x6 and this is a 2x8, which was originally here, obviously structurally repaired. Could not get it in, so not ideal to replace a 2x8 with a 2x6, but definitely better than a rotted piece of wood. And when I put more supports right here, it'll be fine. Obviously you can see it's a matter of playing blocks using shims. You see the new post I put in there, so, and that's a pressure treated piece as well. And then right there, an interesting block setup with another shim. So that's what's going on. This is definitely, like I mentioned, this is a troubleshooting situation. Not ideal, not how I would necessarily construct something new, but this is really you know, you kind of, you do it the way that you can. And like last time, I sprayed copper green all along this, you know, decomposing piece of wood right here. You know, down the road I might take it out, especially if it continues rotting to the point where I could just break it with my fingers. But for right now, I'm just going to leave them in place. And as long as I'm thoroughly spraying them with copper green, the rot should be relatively mitigated, and got, new supports. So just like last time, I'm going to be bracketing and screwing into the old sistered piece of wood right there. I gotta crawl and get my drill. So in some areas I've got 6x6s, and I've got some thicker pieces, 4x6s, and then other areas I've got 4x4s. And with areas that I'm doing 4x4s, I span them about 2 feet only. And the reason why 4s is really because the space is already really tight, and I'm doing this alone. I don't have any help, and so these long pieces for the beams, I have to basically lift the other end of them onto the posts with my legs, with my feet, and just kind of get it over it. And that's pretty hard to do with a really large piece. Also relatively dangerous if it falls on me while I'm trying to lift it. So like I said, just a matter of improvising. And here's another thing that I couldn't get a full 2x8 here. Get a better look at this. Can't really see. This is not damaged. It's just feature of the wood. Anyways, I had to split it in half and put it in. Put some brackets. Put a middle support, because in that area, because of the pipe, I couldn't fit a full piece right there. So I did the same thing right here. Let's see if I can see that. Like I said, not ideal, but make do. Alright, so this piece is done for now until I bracket it. It is screwed in and shimmed up, so should be okay until I put the brackets in.